Alright, what's up? I'm gonna be telling y'all a fictional story of me getting kidnapped. I was scared out of my mind. Back around 2017, around spring, before I earned a spot to Playland. Yeah, I know the rides are doo-doo and meant for babies, but I ain't really been to much amusement parks before, so at least I got to experience something. And I got to skip school that day. I had this teacher, bro. From the darkest, deepest corners of my soul, I hated her. She's so lucky she don't work there no more. Oh, I would've skipped past a couple of days and we there. Alright, we here and we split up into groups. People who do want to go on the rides and people who don't. Pause. Do I know why people go to amusement parks just to not go on the rides? No, but to each his own. We started walking to the nearest roller coaster and I was getting scared. But I remember this one thing my mom once told me. Hey, useless, go do the dishes. Then all that fear turned into determination. We got on the roller coaster and I felt like a goat. At first the roller coaster was light. We moved up and my face was not as determined. Then this mini death trap called a roller coaster with the same speed as a Mach 50 jet. I can't tell you much because my head felt like it was being pulled away from my body. Long story short, I got bodied by this torture trap. Had me walking like I was doing shrooms. But my classmates were unfazed. Then they even started running. Even the chaperone wanted more. I had no choice but to try to follow them. But remembering the story, my memory's a little bit foggy. But all I remember was me just stumbling and jumbling all over the place. Then I somehow got to the exit. Imagine a drunk nincompoop in an unknown place with nobody to help him. So guess what this led me? Yeah, you probably didn't guess it. I ended up driving a car throughout the city chasing a criminal. I honestly cannot tell you how I got into the situation. The part that I remember was when I started to panic. I was swerving all over the place, causing cars on the street to crash. The officer next to me yelled,
Yo, Sergeant O, stay on that road. We need to catch this criminal. He's highly wanted all over the city, and that pay, justice is very important. So catch the feeling, goddammit.
I was on a high-speed chase with multiple cars chasing this man, and we were last. That was my first time driving a car. I'm thinking to myself, how in the world did I get into a situation like this? But from years of driving in GTA, I knew what I had to do. Not really, but I stepped on that gas and went even faster. Although, this criminal was pretty good. He was swerving, turning, cutting corners. He caused so many cop cars to drive into poles. He even caused this one car to drive into a retirement home. Bro, the criminal made a turn 2 blocks ahead of me, and for some reason, I chose to make a left turn immediately. And then I ended up crashing into a fire hydrant. The officer next to me was not happy. Sergeant O, what are you doing? I got bills to pay, goddammit. Do you know how expensive OnlyFans is? Get back on that road. I reversed, I then drove forward. Hey, I don't know if I'm the luckiest or unluckiest man in the world, but I drove forward and rammed the criminal to the side of the road. This man's car was done. The officer next to me said, strain the horns and kill the bull. We caught the bastard. He got out and a whole bunch of cops arrested him. One of the other officers came up to me and was like, you caught him. How did you know he's gonna make that U-turn? I said, it's all in the flick of the wrist. Later that day, we got into the police station and we discussed about the police chase. The chief congratulated me and talked about how fearless I was, gave me my congratulations. He asked me, what's your secret, young blood? I said fiercely, death can have me, but it must earn me. The people in the station started to look at me weird. It got really awkward. But after some time, a girl came up to me and she was tired flirting with me. I was digging it. Her brother was thirsty. She even invited me to her place. Your brother got even more thirsty. Skip past a little and I was in her car and she was driving me to her place. Then we eventually got to this alleyway. Yeah, you already know what happened next. When I woke up later, I heard some loud noises. Some guy removed my blindfold, and as soon as I looked down, I just saw straight up death. Yeah, it was at that point when I realized I was not on Kratos' level. I was on a helicopter dumb high in the sky with like 2 goons. When I realized that I was tied to a chair, I started to panic OD. I was just trying my best to get out, trying to escape. I looked to my left, and I saw the chief. One of the goons said, hey, we could do this the hard way or the easy way. Give me my buddy back with $100,000 or else. The chief ignored him and the goons pushed me closer to the edge. I swear to God I will drop this man. Do not play with me. Then the chief gonna say, suck my nuts. At that moment, I remember what my mom said to me, that I instantly knew what I had to do. I stomped on his foot, kicked the parachute off, and fell off the helicopter with it. Now I'm here, free falling, trying to catch a parachute with my hands tied behind my back. But at that moment, the only thing that was on my mind was catching that parachute. I was struggling, trying to move my body to catch it. Then after some time of struggling, I eventually was able to catch it and deploy the chute. And then I landed back safely. Well, if you count landing on a tree branch as safety, I'll tell you, I was winded. Then the branch started to shake and I was like, oh, the branch fell and I landed on the ground. The good news is the chair broke and I was no longer tied. Bad news is my back was definitely bruised. Boys, I looked up and I saw a bunch of people staring at me. Someone came up to me and asked, hey sir, do you need an ambulance? I need an Uber, man, please. You got Zelle? I'll pay you back. I never paid him back. He got me an Uber and I successfully got home with all my fingers intact. There's no point in telling these stories without a message. Something that you guys can take and apply to your daily lives. My job on this earth is to educate and teach people lessons that will improve their lives. At least that's what a homeless man told me in a subway before. Moral of the story: if the neighbors think you're selling dope, that means you are. Peace. Okay, chill, you got me. The story's fictional.